Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Ramon Walker, CEO of Client Direct Mortgage, and I'm extremely excited you decided to spend a couple of minutes with me today to talk about the opportunity at Client Direct Mortgage. So, really briefly, let me just give you a quick backstory on why we're here today and what we feel as though we're bringing you. Okay. Now, believe it or not, I am a very humble person, and I respect everybody's platform that's out there in the lending space. A lot of companies have done a wonderful job, but hold on a minute. Client Direct Mortgage, what we've put together, I say in a humble position, is the absolute best platform in the mortgage industry. I've compared, I've analyzed, I've looked at everything, and today we're going to walk through what makes us the best. And at the end of this thing, you're going to agree with my perspective. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's jump right into it. So, what are the items? And let's just get in the very beginning, let's get into compensation. We all know that's one of the most important things as we look at this entrepreneurial business that we're in. We're all basically independent contractors. Our success is on our shoulders. I haven't met a loan officer through my 12, 13 years in the business where that wasn't the case. So number one, let's talk about the money and what you put in your pocket, okay? So what we have here is a breakdown of the comp plan and what we consider the best comp plan in the industry. And when I use the word best, I am balancing out. I'm looking at what you get, right, compared to what you're paying. And the whole point of me saying best is it means that we're bringing the most value, right? So don't think for a second, this isn't a dollar store brokerage, right? This is not a dollar store hybrid lender where we have non-delegated, we have broker, wholesale, we have a plethora of support and products for you. So the $495, don't let it fool you. This is the best value. So $495 flat fee per file. Doesn't matter if that's broker, correspondent, doesn't matter if it's a non-QM loan, $495. There are no company holdbacks. So what a holdback is on a correspondent loan, a lender or owner can take a little bit of the margin and put it in their pocket so you guys don't necessarily see it. It happens at every single lender out there, right? I don't care if you're talking about Barrett, Nexa, Expert, eMortgage Capital. Those are all brokers. And the retailers, they're horrendous in taking this money. I will scream from the mountaintops, please hold me accountable. Talk to my AEs, talk to the AEs bosses and ask them, does Client Direct have any holdbacks built in? They will tell you transparency is what Ramon's about. No, he doesn't have anything held back. That means those are real dollars. That means all the money back in your pocket. So not only am I giving you taking only $495 out of a file, I'm giving you money back that you're paying at any other lender you're at. No built-in company margins. Some people don't know these dirty secrets. Not only are there holdbacks in front of the rate sheet, there's company margin that you can take in the back of the rate sheet before it even comes out, right? So in an effort to be extremely transparent, I'm not only going to say that there's no holdbacks, I'm going to teach you guys how this business actually works and all the different revenue streams that an owner, right, or even a bigger retailer would use against you that you really wouldn't see. It's not a very transparent business that we're in. And you have to know what formula to use to be able to calculate out and see, am I truly getting the best deal? So we're going to come out and tell you guys about these different revenue streams that lenders use and let you know that we're making $0 in each of them, okay? Box A fees. There's no markup on the fees. So let's take Rocket Pro, for example. You can go correspondent, okay? Or you can go brokers, your choice. But if you decide to go correspondent, Rocket's admin fee is $999. Okay, that means your admin fee is $999. I will not mark up anything. I am not trying to monetize any fee or any other avenue that is part of a loan estimate, a CD, in the loan process on every particular client. Okay, so I just want to be extremely clear. Our revenue plan at Client Direct Mortgage is $495. And that's what we're bringing in. And that strategy means that we are going to do value and put dollars back in your hands to be able to win more deals. Okay. Again, banking or brokering is fine. Payday is every Friday. We pay pretty quickly. And this is what makes us the best compensation plan, the clearest. It's like a crystal clear. I was in Greece last month. You should have seen the water. I can see clear down like 30 feet to the bottom, right? And it's all like a bottle cap thing. I don't know what it was, but I was like, God, look how clear it is. That's our compensation plan. You can see all the way to the bottom of it. All right. Yeah, I like that one. All right, so let's just talk about some of the company attributes that we have. Okay, just some of the things about Client Direct Mortgage. Okay, we're approved in 34 states. I'm extremely proud of the fact that this month we implemented live phone support. So if you have a question about absolutely anything, please call our live support line. It's within the BrokerAIQ platform. I'm going to show you that later, and you will be able to get help. They'll open a ticket. They'll run down if it's a scenario question, if it's a question about payroll, if you're having issues with your credit link, right, to be able to have a client pay for a credit report. It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to be able to help you get that resolved. And we have SLAs around this too. So the way it's set up is you call, you ask for help. Okay. Then we're going to take all that information, and within 15 minutes, if we can't give you that answer immediately, that rep is going to call you back and let you know the status. Hey, I'm still working on it. I figured I have it done in about a couple hours, and then I'm going to call you back again. But they're responsible for closing out every single ticket within our service level agreement. So it's a wonderful program. Helps you immediately. You don't have to send emails, no box emails, payroll.com, scenario.com, payroll@edge.com. You don't have to do that here. Pick up the phone, right? Everybody wants to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, call us, let us know what the problem is, and let us resolve it for you. That's simple, across the board, everything. Okay, beautiful. Company processing. We will process for you. We use Salesforce. We have a big staff behind the Salesforce. We have an appraisal desk, a setup desk, a document desk, a pre-underwriting desk, a submission desk. We have all these people working on tasks associated with your files. So we can get your loan across the finish line. Okay. So we will process for you. Now, I consider the company like a choose your adventure book. I don't know if you guys remember those. So my philosophy is, let people come into the company, let them work how they previously worked, because that's where they were successful. And let's just add to what they're doing and not subtract. Okay. Addition without subtraction to enhance your growth. That's one of the fundamental thought processes as I was building this company. Okay. As all of us were. Now, so that means that you can use contract processors. As a matter of fact, you're going to see in our BrokerAIQ system, we have a whole section for a contract processor directory where we're going to build up to 250 contract processors across all of our approved states. So if you ever need help from someone, right, and you can't use us, or you don't want to use the internal for whatever reason, by all means, please go out, get to the directory. All those people are approved to work with us, and use that labor force. If you have contract processors that you love already and they're not in our platform, absolutely, yes, 100%. Let's add them in. Let's get them in there so they can continue to help you. Okay. All right. So proprietary support platform, we're going to get into the BrokerAIQ. We have 120 wholesale lenders. So everything under the sun, every product, and we're not opposed to adding more lenders too. So if there's something out there that's a unique product, a certain lender has it, by all means, let's look at getting that. Let's go on to 121 or 122. Okay. Now, If we have lenders that, kind of duplicating products, we try not to do that. We want efficiency, but for the most part, we're happy to add more lenders. We have the most correspondent lenders. Follow me here. Okay. We have the most correspondent lenders out of any broker, mega broker in the US. We have more than Nexa. We have more than Barrett. We have more than Westcap. We have more than eMortgage Capital. We have more than Expert. We have more than boom, 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 boom. Whoever it is that you come up with, we have more. One thing that I wanted to do was build this company for scale from the outset. A lot of these companies that I'm mentioning, and I'm going to compete with them. Are you going to hear me say their names? I'm not shy about it, okay? Because you as a loan officer, I mean, we're on the broker side and everything has been, all collaborative, all in, don't rock the boat. Well, no, that's not what competition is. Competition breeds a better service and platform. We compete for our loans. Our clients tell us all the time, I saw another rate. So why not compete for the loan officer and make sure that they're getting the absolute best deals? Don't accept things because you think that they're just status quo. Well, everybody does a holdback at 25 bips. You have to do a holdback. No, we don't. No, we don't. You have the 25 bips, right? That's a $500,000 loan. That's $1,250. Put that in your pocket and take your child to Disneyland for the day. How about that? Okay, so that's the mentality. 22 correspondent lenders we have because I decided that we really needed to build and fortify to be truly a hybrid company, non-delegated and wholesale. You can't have two or three correspondent lenders. It's not going to work. Get 22 in there, let them compete, and there you're going to get the best deals for your client. You're going to put the most money in your pockets. I guarantee it. All right. So we are 1099. Okay, we really work as you guys being independent contractors. That's our perspective. There are a couple of states that are adamant about W-2. Of course, we're going to follow those rules. So I have the states down here. Illinois actually just changed. So we're going to probably pull that one off. But you can be 1099 in any of our 34 states except for the ones listed. But we're going to pull Illinois out. Okay. All right. I'm going to speed up a little bit too, because I'm getting a little behind. All right. So one thing I want you guys to go look at, and this is so important, and I want you guys to do more analysis around this, but inside of the joincdm.com website, I put a calculator in there. It's a very advanced calculator. It took us a long time to program because we took all the compensation plans from the other brokers, programmed them into the system so that way you can simply put in how many loans you close, okay, what your margins are on those loans, and then it tells you a comparison. How much money you made there compared to how much money you make with client direct mortgage. For example, if you're at Edge, you are paying, you might have a $6,000 check, but after you get done paying your $1,000, after you get done paying your 10% payroll tax, after you get done paying 25% for the income tax, 25, 35, 4,000, a $6,000 check is not even 3,000 something. It's like $3,000 something. Listen to me. I became independently. Okay. I never worked with any retailer before. Okay. Independently, I became one of the top originators in the United States of America. I got a broker's license. I started a brokerage in 2012. I went online. I started to put money into these systems, and then I just ran out. Okay. But I'll tell you something. I needed every single dollar in order for survival. Right? There are many times I would have drowned and I would not be in the position I am in now if I was under the same pay structure as Edge, for example. You can maybe live an okay life as an LO, but you should be prospering. This is a hard business. You are the business. So you need every one of your dollars from the outset. Why? Because it enabled me to reinvest in my business. I bought more leads. I got more business. I paid for more co-marketing with realtors. I got more business. I couldn't have done that if 30% plus is going somewhere else. I have a family. I have shoes to buy, school to pay for, groceries, all that kind of stuff, right? You need the 30%. Don't be scared. I've been in this business for 12 years. People have been talking about 1099 versus W-2. It's craziness. Okay? Get all of your money, put it in your pocket, reinvest in your business. Okay, you guys get it. Go to the calculator and figure this piece out. Now, the exciting part. The money is cool, right? The money is exciting. It's great that I'm bringing the best compensation plan that anybody has ever seen in the mortgage industry with the amount that we're offering. Okay, so that's wonderful. That's nice. But this is what excites me. This is what I've been up working on. My wife knows, my kids, they're watching today, so they see me 10 o'clock at night. I have 13 engineers, some of them in the US, some of them in India, but this right here is the game changer. BrokerAIQ. BrokerAIQ is an ecosystem. Okay, it's not just technology. It's not about us just creating technology. It's about us creating technology behind a vision, and a vision that solves a problem. Okay, and that's what I'm good at. Now, the BrokerAIQ system is going to bring multiple personas into one place. Okay, the multiple personas are the real estate agent, the loan officer, the account executive, and the contract processor. Although they work independently within our system, there's also the capability for them to interact with one another, go to trainings together, speak to one another within our communities, right? There's a number of things that they're able to do, which is going to foster growth and more business. You can't work at these companies and they don't have anything for you to be able to get more business, right? If you're at a company that give you a builder account, that's about the highest value I see in retail, like a builder account. Outside of that, it's your guys' personality, it's your hard work, it's you wearing out your souls on the street that are making the deals come in, right? They execute the closure deal, but they're really not helping you aggregate more business. There's not a clear client acquisition strategy because they don't know and they're not creative, right? That's the whole reason. So when you're looking at what we put together, I'm extremely creative, right? So I have an analytical side of me, then I have a creative side. It's all focused on mortgage and trying to get more business. I don't know. Lucky us, right? So let's get into what this system actually has. We've thought about this not only from those multiple personas, but from all the problems that you have, all of the bottlenecks, everything that's out there that's hard to help you from a support perspective and growing your business, we've attacked here. So let's get into it. All right. So what is some of the main points of the system, or what does it have? Seamless onboarding. That's important. When you transition over to this company, you need transparency. You need a timeline. You need to know what systems are in place. When are those systems going to be available? Does somebody notify me when they're going to be available? What are my logins, right? Who's going to train me on how to use them, right? Who's there for me if I run into an issue? That live support line, call it. So all of those things are incorporated within our system. And then you'll be able to tell that, wow, they really put a lot of thought into making sure that I had transparency. I know what's going on. I can see the timeline, and I know when I'm going to be able to start doing business here at Client Direct Mortgage. Okay. So now the next thing is we have lender price PPE built into the platform. So you want to do pricing, you need a PPE. So the PPE is part of the system. You'll be able to price. That's important. Okay. That's across multiple lenders. The AI product genie, that's my baby within this thing. The AI product genie, I think, is the most value. And I know this because I was a top originator, right? I personally used to close 50 loans per month, okay? So there was a lot of clients that couldn't fit one box. I would not have been able to close that many loans if I just used UWM, for example, like a lot of you guys do. It was impossible. But I do understand where you come from because there's a time restriction. There's only so much time. How are you going to go out? You call an AE for a different product. They don't answer. Then you're waiting 2 days to be able to get some information. And by that time, the deal is gone. So I do understand why you guys gravitate to one place. Me, on the other hand, I've always been a tech guy. So I kind of put systems in place. They were manual, but I kind of put systems in place so I can navigate things quickly without being restricted by someone else, like an AE. So sorry, AEs, I know I'm giving you a bad rap right now, but speed is paramount, right? And loan officers pay a little bit more attention to speed than AEs do, okay? So, because we have a deal on the line. Now, with this AI genie, it changes the game because we essentially put the AE in the back seat and the AI gets in the front seat. AE, give me all your guidelines. Let us load them into the system. We'll have over 10,000 pages of guidelines in here, and let us ask the questions that we need to ask. And then we'll tell you what you can do, and you can help us navigate with whatever else we need. Okay, so we'll jump into that a little bit more in a second. Daily live trainings. It's important to continue training. Always be educating yourself. I am a lifelong learner. The one thing that I realize is that I will die ignorant, but I will at least die a lot smarter than 95% of the people in society, because I understand this. Okay, so you constantly need to come to trainings. That's why trainings are in here, and I'm going to show you that too. That part's beautiful. Live community and chat. So almost think about this as our own. It's a community. It's an ecosystem. So think about this as our own Facebook groups. It's almost just like the programming of Facebook groups, right? So we have our own Facebook group and Slack too, right? So it's two sides of it, and I'll show you guys that too. So the Facebook group, let's say a realtor puts up, hey guys, I have a deal I'm trying to get some information on. A realtor can come in there and post that in our Facebook group. And then you come in as a loan officer and respond to that. Then another one will respond, another one, probably 20 of you guys responded to one real estate agent's post. We are going to have some rules, some house rules, in place, so you guys just don't attack and bombard people. But that's the kind of environment that we're fostering here, okay? The Slack allows you to grab anybody in the system. So let's say you want to talk to an AE. Then you can grab that AE inside of the Slack portion, right? And just talk to them directly, and you two just have a private conversation, okay? And then there's other channels, just like Slack, where we have different subjects. We might say DPA or something like that, right? So there's 3 levels. There's the group, there's the individual messages, that's on the Slack side, and then there's the Facebook group sort of component as well. It's not Facebook, we built it ourselves, it's proprietary, but it runs very similar. Okay, moving along. Rocket Pro SOS support line. You'll see that. I'll show you that. That's important. A lot of people don't know this. You can call Rocket on the phone and ask them about any underwriting question, right? And they'll give you the answer. It's really good. So, and they can ask other questions as well. We put that in the system just to make it more convenient for you. I like when you can pick up the phone, call somebody, get an answer. I love that. Contract processor directory. I mentioned it before. We will have 250 plus contract processors, right? I have a meeting with Tyler tomorrow from Hancock. You guys know Tyler. We're going to get his people in here, and we're going to do a couple extra things too. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Account executive directory. Of course, that's like our lender list. So the lender, I look at it from the perspective of the lender list, whatever. It's all about people. So put the person out there first, and then the lender is underneath that. So our directory is account executive, and all of the lenders are associated. Of course, you can search any lender as well and see who the account executive is, but there's a tie-in there, okay? And you'll see that too. Real estate agents, they're going to be in the system. I'm going to talk about this at the end because I have something extra special on the real estate agents. And then we have a loan transition program. So if you are coming over to us as a new loan officer, we can help you transition your files so that way you can move over smoothly. You can move over as quick as possible. You don't have to worry about your old lender holding you back, okay? All right, beautiful. So let's move on a little bit. As a matter of fact, this is the time for us to jump into BrokerAIQ. So let me just bear with me. I'm going to change my shared screen really quick. I practiced this before, so I should be fast. Okay, stop there, add there, do boom, bada boom, bada bing, over here, and uh-oh. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Okay, there we go. There it is. Just need to refresh it. Ah, there she is. This is BrokerAIQ, the internal, okay? So you see, we have the AI genie in here. We have lender price. We have the training calendar. We have a support library, contract processor directory, account executive, or your lender directory, all of the real estate agents that are part of the system, okay? The other loan officers. I told you about the communities. That's the Facebook group, sort of similar. Recruitment. We have vendor store. So we have all the vendors you would want. in mortgage, just to like experience.com for reviews. Like I want a review service. And so we're going to bring all that information in for you so you don't have to go out there and kind of wonder who to use. And we critiqued all of them too, kind of give you our feedback, our perspective. Coaching programs are in here, right? So there's a ton of stuff that's in here. Something that I absolutely love, it's one of my favorite, it's simple, but we have a password manager in here, right? I haven't filled mine all the way in yet, but every single password, we have 120 lenders. Guess what one of the top tickets are that people need? Reset passwords. Well, we're happy to help you reset a password, no problem. But I bet you that's going to be the only time we have to do it for that particular lender, because you're going to come in here, we're going to help you come in here and put all of your lenders, we have all your lenders and all your passwords for everything. I don't care if it's Arrive, I don't care if it's your credit. You might start using it for personal stuff. This is a real password wallet that's been built into this system. Good stuff. Okay, so now let's go back really quick and let's start jumping into some of these things. First thing I want to show you, because we're getting tight on time, is the calendar. So I told you every day we're going to have different type of trainings. The trainings are around account executives. So account executives always ask me, Ramon, can you send the Zoom link out to all of your LOs to get them to come to my meeting? No, it doesn't work. Instead, we created one platform. We control all the meetings. These are our Zoom meetings. They're incorporated into it. This isn't like Nexa, where it's like a jail, right? All the AEs have to go to jail, stay inside the Nexa room and wait for somebody to come to them, right? No. These are scheduled trainings, right? So the AE comes, they do the training, it's recorded, it goes underneath their profile for those that weren't able to attend, right? So, and then after that, they're gone. 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever it is, okay? So every day, my goal at Client Direct Mortgage is to be able to teach something every day. And we're going to do some fun stuff. Like we'll have DSCR week, down payment assistant week, and we'll have different lenders, okay? Different lenders will come and teach their program within that particular week's theme. So, and then we're going to have some fun with it, because I'm going to say, hey, we need to start giving out prizes. I'm gonna get some money out of these lenders, right? Give you some gift cards or something like that, right? For attending. So we'll do all that kind of stuff, raffles. So we'll have a lot of fun. Now, AEs aren't the only people that can teach classes. Remember I told you about our seamless onboarding? Well, every week we have a welcome onboarding meeting, and that's where we're going to teach you about the systems after you have all of the logins and all your systems are operable. That's part of the onboarding too. So as soon as your systems are operable, you get access to this part of the system, and then you can sign up for any of the onboarding trainings. Just come on in, and you can come week after week. Every week there'll be an onboarding training, but we go deeper because it's not just onboarding, okay? We also step into training on like lender price, for example, okay? Because not everybody knows how to use these PPE engines, and sometimes they're complicated, and there's a lot of lender paid, borrower paid, X pricing, this pricing, there's all kinds of things in there. We want to make sure you guys understand how to use the pricer so it can be effective. Because once you master the pricers, the PPE engines, then you can truly find the best deals for your clients and win every single time. I truly believe at Client Direct Mortgage, with our 495, no holdbacks, there's not a deal you cannot win in this business. You should never lose a deal again with everything that we have. Okay. So now every month I'll do a fireside chat. I'll just kind of give the temperature of the industry, what we're working on. For example, we're on a pilot with Rocket for leads. That's something I talk about. I talk about how we would, maybe get you involved in that into the future. So we have that going. And the last thing I want to talk about is contract processors are going to be able to come on and do classes too. This might be for some of the newer LOs, but if you need to know how to structure a file or how to calculate income, all those sort of things, there's contract processors that want to teach those things to you guys. So on weekends, they might do some of these classes in an effort to build a relationship with you. So when you do get a file, who are you going to use? You're going to use the contract processor that taught you in the class, because now you guys have a relationship and a bond. Okay. So that's what the ecosystem is. That's the vision. That's people working together, helping one another become better in one platform. All right. I'll be doing these trainings like the Realtor AI Product Genie training. Now, this is where the system gets slick. Okay. The Realtor, I have 42,000 realtors information. They have 12 buy-side deals or more in the last year. Okay. Follow me here. 12 buy-side deals or more in the last year across our 34 states. There are 42,000 realtors out of the 1 million that are licensed. Only 42,000. I have all of their information. All of them are being invited to the BrokerAIQ platform. free of charge. They can register for the BrokerAIQ platform, all 42,000 of those buy-side agents, free of charge. Why would they do that? The way we're going to frame this is we're giving you access to our AI product genie that can answer any mortgage question across our 120 investors at the drop of a dime in seconds, right on your phone. So if your loan officer is not answering the phone to answer a question you might have about down payment assistance, about DSCR on an investment property, they think that they know everything. Realtors, they think they know everything already, right? But giving them this is going to empower them even more and have them engage. So imagine now I have them captured. They have to register. They have to become a member of our system to access the AI Genie. And I can see every single inquiry they make in our AI platform. Let's take a look at the AI platform. Nice segue. Nice segue into that. This is the AI product genie. Oh God, I'm at 9:30. I gotta stop this. Okay, just give me a couple more minutes, guys. A couple more minutes. I won't go over too much. But this is the AI product genie. This is where we go to access all of these guidelines. So I'm not going to write one in. I have some that are already been done, like all these on the left-hand side are previous. But you can see here, I asked for seeking a bank statement program. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I am going to write this in just so you guys can see. All right, so I'll throw it in here. All right, this is the way it works. You come in, you ask your question, whatever your scenario is, you kind of type in what category it's under. So this is home equity, okay? Bada boom, bada bing, you select, and then very simply, you hit send, and then that's it. So now, you have, it goes through, looks at the lenders and says, hey, this was for, let's see, what we asked for, seeking a bank statement HELOC option on a primary single family residence. Bank statement HELOC, a non-QM HELOC. So AmWest will do it, right? So now we come to the bottom, we hit get links, we look at AmWest because it will actually pull up the guidelines. Okay, this was more of an ad, and we put these in here too, right? Because we want all the information for a particular lender at any point in time. So we're going to continue to put these programs in here. And this tells you, you asked and you delivered. So this is in our database already. We didn't have to go out to AmWest for this. We didn't have to ask the AE, right? We're monitoring all this at Client Direct Mortgage in conjunction with the account executives, okay? And we're going to make sure all this information is here and surface so you can have it at your fingertips. A lot of other scenarios too, but I don't have time to go through all of them. So I'm going to skip that. But the realtors will have access to this as well. Okay, so now let's just kind of refresh this. This one timed out because it's just been here. It was just here for too long on the lender price. So we'll go back to the dashboard. And yeah, I'll just show you the lender price real quick. Just log in really quick, double log in, and now you're in here. You are in here and able to price. So I'm just going to price this scenario real quick, the one that's in there already. Okay, come on, lender price. Takes a second, a lot of lenders. While that's going, oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, you have all your lenders. So you have a real pricing engine inside the BrokerAIQ. So whether you're looking for products, you're looking for pricing, you're looking for training, look up here at top. This is the live support number, okay? That's that. And this is the Rocket SOS number, right? So a lot going on in our platform, and I didn't even get through everything, okay? So now, really quick, I am going to go back and just tell you about our platform fee, and then we'll be done. And people can stick around for questions if they like. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. Then I'm going to share this again. And I'm going to come over here to that one. All right, so we're back to this guy. All right, beautiful. So the monthly fee is $149. So it's $149 a month. Okay, that gets you. This is Office 365. That's what that logo is. BrokerAIQ and Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce does have a light POS and LOS. So you don't necessarily need Arrive, but if you are a heavier originator, then I would recommend you get your own Arrive account. That way you own it. It's your file. We don't own it as a company, not like some other companies out there. I think Loan Factory, great company, but most of that's Tuan's system, right? So he owns that system. Here, you own your own Arrive. So it'll always be yours. You can take it with you if you ever leave. I don't think you'll ever leave because our value is way too high. But anyway, you own it. And then here you have, again, the Office 365, the BrokerAIQ, and the Salesforce platform for $149 a month, okay? So let's keep on going. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. Let's see here. I don't know if I was able to, I might not even turned on the freaking question thing for you. Oh yeah, you guys have some comments. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Excellent. Okay. So one of the Open Mortgage Wholesale, are they one of the lenders? I think so. I think we have open mortgage. And if not, we'll get them, but they do sound familiar. Okay. So there weren't a bunch of questions, but so I think that's it, guys. If you do have more questions, don't hesitate to reach out directly. Go to joincdm.com. Again, joincdm.com. If you want to join the company, if you're interested, just go to the BrokerAIQ platform and register as a loan officer. That's how we start our onboarding. Everything is through the BrokerAIQ platform. So if you're interested in moving forward, you'll just register. We'll send you out a contract, and then you'll be able to start to go through all of the different steps that I kind of explained here. Listen, I really appreciate you guys. I'm super elated. I'm finally, we built Salesforce, we built BrokerAIQ. We went out and got 34 states. We got 22 correspondent lenders. We got 120. We did a lot of work to bring what we consider the best platform in the industry. And we're happy to now we've arrived, right? And the feedback that I've gotten from sort of like the soft open has been wonderful. So I'm excited. I'm elated. We're ready to work on your guys' behalf and get you more deals and get more money in your pocket. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off. That's it. That's it from here. Ping me if you guys have any questions. Again, you can go to the site and then fill out any of those forms. I'll see those. I'll see those forms being signed out. Those forms will come to me as an email and to the recruitment team, and then we'll kind of get back in touch with you. All right. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.